Hey guys! Today I'm going to walk you through the 5 major singing milestones and breakthroughs that you'll likely realize within your first year of studying singing. This is not by any means a guideline that everyone needs to adhere to. Every single singer, it has a different instrument, a different brain and body attached to that instrument, and so everyone is going to realize these things at their own pace. But as a voice teacher who's been teaching for close to 4 years now, and as someone who has studied how to sing for over 15 years, I can tell you that this is by far, these are the 5 milestones that I see a lot of my students achieve within their first year of singing. The first one that happens very early on is how to take a deep singing breath. To take a proper singer's breath means you're not breathing up here in your chest and shoulders going, I already feel stressed out when I do that. Instead, it's nice and low. All in the belly, all in the belly. That first milestone is foundational. If you don't know how to do that, you're going to really struggle with singing. But luckily, every single one of my students figures out how to do that pretty early on. So deep breathing, that's the first milestone that you'll realize. The second milestone you'll realize fairly early on, especially if you have a vocal teacher who's guiding you through your studies, is to open your mouth while you sing. It is amazing to me how many people don't think to open their mouth when they sing, and rather they'll sing like this. They'll barely move their jaw and they'll barely open their lips, and they expect to be able to project their sound. And those same people tell me, I don't know why I'm singing so quietly. It's because your mouth is closed, dear. So that is one of the major breakthroughs right in the beginning that I try to make sure that a student is aware of, so that way they can proceed to use their mouth, their lips, their tongue, and all of the articulators that will help them make sound and project their singing voice. So those are the 2 early on milestones. The third milestone I see in general is developed within the first 3 or 4 to maybe 6 months, maybe even a little longer after that. But the initial breakthrough happens during that time when students realize that they need to change the shape of their mouth to create and refine their vowels. And that is something that we don't think about on a day-to-day basis, especially as English speakers, because we can mumble and barely open our mouth like this, and we can talk really fast and no one even knows. Everyone, you understand what I'm saying, and I'm barely talking like this. So if you can learn how to, 1, open your mouth and sing with a deep breath, then you can definitely learn how to refine those vowels and make them a little bit more conducive to projecting your sound and warming up your voice so it sounds like warm. That's what I mean, like texturally. It feels warmer and ringier and fuller. Refining your vowels, which I can maybe do another video on. If you would like that video, just drop it in the comments. Oh, and before I get to the last 2 big milestones, if you would like to subscribe to this channel for more singing videos, please do. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Every week, this channel is starting to gain some traction. It's kind of blowing me away. Thank you. And on a side note, if you would like your very own vocal hygiene and care guide, I have that in the link in the description below. It will also add you to the email list, so that way you can be in the know when this very exciting resource that I've been working really hard on comes out in just a couple months. So if you would like to be in the know and receive your free vocal care guide, you can just click the link in the description. Thanks. Okay, last 2 milestones. This one happens, I notice, for most people 6 to 9 months into singing. And this is something that we work on every single week, but it doesn't fully click for the first time until about 6 or 9 months in. And this realization is the voluntary engagement and alignment of breath support and how that feels in your voice. So it's one thing to take a deep breath. It's another to engage your breath and not use your throat to sing, which I've said in past videos. But singing from your diaphragm, singing with your breath support is a very different feeling than singing with this. And the moment that students realize that fully, like not just know, but know in their body kind of know, it changes their singing. And suddenly it's like the beast has been unleashed. And it's like the coolest thing. That is by far my favorite milestone to watch in a student's first year, is the moment they realize that their breath support drives the train. And if they connect with it, the sky's the limit. Okay, guys, final milestone. And this one is like typically the last 3 months, I would say, of that year. So months 9 through 12 and onward into your next year of studying singing. I noticed students that they finally refine their dynamics or realize how to use dynamics. If you don't know what dynamics are, dynamics is just a fancy way of saying volume and emotion in your voice. And to a certain extent, it can be like the intensity of your voice or the texture of your voice, and playing with the colors, I think is a good way of saying. The dynamics are playing with the colors of your voice. So that can mean singing loud, singing soft, whenever you want, at the turn of a light switch. Being able to sing with really intimate intensity like this. I'm speaking to you with intensity as if we're in a library and I'm pissed, versus like, oh, I'm so happy and it's loud and really happy and beautiful, woohoo, you know? So that's dynamics. Do you get the point? So that realization that students have with their singing voice, instead of speaking but singing voice, wow, blows my mind to see it every time too. And that is another moment where I see students unleash themselves and they're like, oh, I know how to do this now. You mean to say that I can sing songs exactly how I want to now, Sally? And I go, yes. So if you'd like a video on dynamics, if you'd like a video on breath support or refining vowels or any of this, please drop it in the comments box below. But thanks for sitting with me in another voice lesson today. Happy singing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.